Hello everybody. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I repurposed this Valentine's Day sign that we had up for Valentine's Day into a little Easter sign using Dollar Tree items and some items from other stores too as well. But mainly this video is Dollar Tree DIY. So if you like those kind of things, stick around. Keep watching. This one is super simple. I just literally took the Happy Easter sign that you see there, the 3 little panels, and I hot glued them to the back of this sign so it can be reversible. And then I'm gonna add this this sprig that has like these really pretty little Easter eggs on it. I got this at Hobby Lobby just recently. And then I'm gonna take some greenery as well, and I'm just gonna staple and hot glue that to the bottom just to give it something else to just be really pretty. Okay, so as you can see here, I took that was a garland piece, and I just took it and cut it, and then I like flipped the other side over so it looks like it was going outward on both sides, if that makes sense. And then I just hot glued that down, and then I took my stapler also, like I said, and just kind of stapled in between and in behind some leaves where you can't really see it. And then I'm also going to put the eggs on top of this, so you definitely aren't going to see the staples. And I also took my stapler and stapled the eggs on too. Okay, and then to just tie it all in together to make it look nice, I took 2 leaves and I just cut them off of the greenery garland, and I just glued them like over top of the, hot glue mess that you kind of see there if you don't cover it up. Sometimes I will add like a bow to that little section, but I didn't want a bow on this since it's going to be setting like that. I just wanted it to look like that. There's a look at how that one turned out. Okay, and then the other day at Dollar Tree, they had all their spring stuff out, and I love all of this stuff, but I grabbed a few of those flowers right there, and I also grabbed that metal butterfly you see off there to the right. But anyway, I take this flower, and I just take my antique wax, and I always kind of use this as a stain. If you've been watching me before, you know, I just kind of use it as a stain. And so I just got this flower looking like that. And then I had this little piece of square wood. It was just a scrap piece of wood that I had on hand, but you could easily find this same size shape at Dollar Tree. They have stuff like this. I just, like I said, had this, and I painted it in the color drop cloth, and I hot glued that flower on, and then I took some ribbon also, and I played around with it for a second. I decided that on the bottom is the place where it looked the best. I kind of wanted to put it on the top in a way to like cover up that flower, the little hole that it has, which honestly the hole doesn't really bother me in the flower, but I just took my antique wax and kind of tried to fill it in, and then I also kind of just dry brushed the whole piece just to give it some more like dimension and layers, and I just feel like that always adds like a whole nother touch, makes it just look better. Anyway, so there's how that turned out. And then I also wanted to show you guys this little chicken. I got this at Dollar Tree the other day, and I didn't show you on camera, but I just painted it and then like kind of used the wax to bring the features back, and then I wrapped some ribbon around it. I thought that was so adorable. Okay, and then I had this scrap leftover fall sign from fall, and I just took the rope off, and then took this butterfly like I mentioned a second ago, and also took the rope off of it. And then I took the color Vintage Duck Egg and painted the back of the sign with that color, and it took me probably 2 coats. Okay, and then I just blow dried in between coats, blow dried it, gave it another coat, like I said. And then I took the color drop cloth and painted this butterfly with that. I love it metal, but I don't know why I just wanted to paint it white today. And then I took my antique wax that I was using earlier, and I just do this to it, and I always love the way that looks. It just brings out the details. And then like I did earlier as well, I dry brushed some white back onto this sign, and then I also dry brushed some of that antique wax on as well, because it just adds, it's so pretty when you do that. Then I found this metal ribbon at Dollar Tree. I was so excited to find this because I've seen this before like at Hobby Lobby, but I just would have never imagined that Dollar Tree would have this. Anyway, so I took it and painted it white because I held it up to the sign as metal, and I just didn't like it. It stood out in a weird way. So I painted it this drop cloth color. It took a couple coats. I blow dried in between, and then I also took my antique wax, and I ended up, because I didn't like it fully just white, like the solid drop cloth color. So I took the wax and I just dry brushed it on there, and then I just really liked the way that looked a lot better. Blow dried it as well, and then I just hot glued that to the sign, and then I kind of had to wrap it around the edges, and I had to use my back of my paintbrush to put that down on there because obviously that was hot. And so anyway, I also, on this top part, I did stick a staple in it because I felt like it needed it, but it probably didn't because I didn't do that on the bottom one, and I go ahead and put a ribbon over top of the top side here in a minute. But yeah, you can see what I'm doing here. Super straightforward. And then I hot glued the butterfly to the sign. Okay, and then this part here, it's a little bit hard to see what I'm doing, but I took an old bow that I had made from like a door sign that I had, and I just took it off because I wanted that big, thick lace piece that I have, and then you can see here that I had some skinnier cream-colored lace. Anyway, so I wanted the bow part to be the big, thick cream lace, but I didn't have enough for like the whole bow. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? So I just made a little bow on the top, like you can see there, and then I just made the little straps, the small ones. If that makes any sense, I don't know, but you can see what I did. And then I just kind of covered the holes in the butterfly because there's really no good way to like putty those in. But there's a look at how that one turned out. And then moving on to this one, and honestly, I put this at the end because I do not love this, but I wanted to leave it in here and I wanted to show you guys because I might do something with this later. I might add it into a wreath, or like I said, I might do something to it, but I don't know yet. But anyway, I just took my antique wax and I stained this like I'm showing you here, and then I took the color drop cloth and I just painted the words with that color, and that was all there was to it. That's all I did to it this for now. But like I said, I do not love how this turned out. I'm gonna alter this later maybe, but like I said, I wanted to leave it in here for you guys just because if it sparks an idea for you guys, if it gives you some inspiration for something, you can come up with something better than what I did. But this is, yeah. And then here's a look at it. I just hung it on my door for now. I brought it upstairs to just maybe try to get an idea. I don't know, but like I said, if that helps you guys with something, then maybe it will spark an idea. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video. I greatly appreciate it. If you are new here, consider subscribing.